Alright, I'm back. Let's see. Make sure the mic is picking up. Yep, we are good. Let's see. Alright, I think I have everything set up. So, let's go ahead and get in. Oh, hello! I'll call you Ketrin. So hello, Ketrin, welcome in. Alright, let's get that set. There we go. Alright. So I am entirely procrastinating on building the village that's going to go here. Also, I didn't do that with the leaves. That just... I don't know how that happened. They grew in like that. Anyway, I need... Yeah, I'll take that with me. I don't need some of this stuff. Oops. Okay. Well, I am pretty little, so... I need my boat. Oh, I left it over there. Okay, what time is it? Yeah, I have enough time to get out. Yeah. Yes, I did leave my boat there. Boop. Alright, hopefully I have everything I need. So that area there is where I'm going to be building a village, and then there is a hut that's going to be going in the swamp. It is an absolutely massive mangrove swamp. But today I'm going to go over to where I plan on building the capital at, and there's going to be a castle and a massive city. I just want to make sure that I get everything set up before any updates happen, so that way the terrain doesn't change too much. Now then, I am very directionally challenged, so I do get lost easily. And I haven't been over here since last week. So, here's hoping I don't miss it. Okay, I think I go straight down. No, I should be able to go around that island. I'll chance it. Oh goodness, it's late for you. Yeah, it's the late afternoon for me. So it's not that late, although that's about how late I stayed up last night, gaming with some friends, and then ended up staying up later because I needed to eat more food. And then I didn't want to go to bed right after eating, so I don't think I went to sleep until about 3 a.m. last night. I should be able to get in there from that little spot there. Well, that was a weird noise. I haven't heard the Nautilus yet. Okay. Hello, Black. Welcome back. I have not rated this yet, so... Boop. You know, I really don't need any of that stuff yet, so I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Alright, so... I'm pretty sure I go... this way? Yes, this way. Okay. That should be the big cave. So the castle is gonna go up on that hill there. I think that's where I'm at. Yeah, there's a massive cave there. Okay, this is the right spot. Whoop. Park right there. Alright, so that is where there's going to be a castle up on top of there. On the other side of this is going to be a massive city. I think I'm probably going to do a bit of terraforming and get rid of this section of land here to make it a big old port and fill that in. Forgot about that. Oops. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can just get rid of this whole thing here. That'd be good. Let's see how far it goes. Whoa. Yeah, that should be fine, because the ocean is just right over there. Okay, that or I'll make the port city over there, because there's a bigger river opening out that way. Anyway. Oh. Try not to bounce around too much. Okay, so I did pop up over here last weekend real quick just to kind of get this area at least spawned in. But it is a large area. I'll probably post a screenshot of the map of it on Chunkbase for that whole shape of that island. It is surrounded by a river, so it's kind of got its own moat, but it is a massive chunk of land. land. And I did clear, there were a lot of trees up on the top. I did clear that already. I just need to clear more of the trees out. Let's see. This was where I slept at when I was here last, so set spawn. Empty my inventory a little bit. Actually, I'm going to keep that on me because if I am running around in the forest over there, I'm going to sleep at night so I don't die. Was that a sheep or a zombie? Like, I know there was a pig oinking, but that was a weird noise. I don't see a sheep anywhere. Okay. Could have been a weird cow moo. Yeah, I'm gonna steal your bed in a second, dude. Don't get too comfortable. I might explore that cave a little bit. We'll see. And I'll get to make another villager trading center over here for when I get to start building over there. But for now, let's go. I can show you guys the mountain we're going to build on. And I've ran and jumped so many times in one of my other worlds that I have slid off and gone into a ravine before and died. So I try not to sprint that much, but yeah. So that's the cave. I'm still debating on what I want to do with the cave over here. I haven't actually gone over and taken a peek yet. Oh! Yep, see, like that. That is exactly how I've died in the past. Several times. Okay. Alright. Not much in this cave. I can probably block that section off and do something in here. And that'll be the best way back up. Of course. There we go. All right. There's going to be a little bit of terraforming going on because there are some ravines over here that I'll probably need to fill in. Yeah, so this is pretty much the tip of the landmass. I think this is the northern tip of it. Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to get rid of that landmass. That's a lot. But from here, I'll make a trail up to the top and kind of fix that up a bit, because that is where the ravine is. Not much of one, though. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's gonna get filled in. I'll explore it a bit, because I need supplies. Pretty much hollow out this entire thing for the amount of stone I'll need. Oh! I was about to say, I don't remember placing any stone, and that'd be why. Ah, of course. Alright. Well, a bone meal farm. Take that iron and gunpowder. Ooh, golden apple. And you are punch. Okay. Do I have anything I need to dump? No. Alright, shall I grab a horse? There's cows. Sheep and pigs. There's a horse. And another horse. Nope, sorry. You're not that fast though, are you? Okay. You're decent. Alright. To the top. Oh, how's your jump? Oh, that is not... That's not great. Alright, so this area I've kind of cleared up a little bit. And I have a little bed up here. And a couple of dogs. So I did some stuff up here. There were quite a few trees out here. But let's follow along the water to do a little perimeter run, because I did not do a full perimeter run when I was out here last. And being on horseback will make that a lot easier. And because the grass in this area isn't really the best looking grass, I'll probably have this be a farming area. This little patch of land, well, it's not a little patch of land, but this patch of land is almost shaped kind of like a little stingray or a ghost. So this is like a little arm reaching upwards, and then the head was over there. Yep. Alright. The main thing I want to do is make sure that I keep that sort of river around the edge to separate it from everything else. And that bamboo forest will be easy enough to clear, so that'll be nice. Oh, okay, eggs. Ooh, made it. Okay, horse, we're gonna go around this way. Because I don't think you would fit through the bamboo forest. I'll have to get maps, so that way I can keep everything the same, for the most part. Ooh, we almost fell in there. Oh, that's a nice lava pool. That's gonna set everything on fire. Oh boy, almost fell in there. Okay. Well, let's go over here. There are hopefully less holes, I say, as there are even more holes. Okay. Bed. Go over here. Okay. Alright. Is that more lava? Yes, it is. One thing about finding places on Chunk Base is you can find a nice plot of land, but you just don't know what's going on with it. You don't know how tall it gets or anything like that. I mean, you can if you click all over the place on it and it tells you the height of everything, but I don't do that. I did see that there is another thing kind of like Chunk Base where you can get a topographical map going. I can't remember the name of that website, but it's pretty slow to load for me, so I just didn't use it. And then I do have all structures turned off whenever I use Chunk Base. I only have the biomes turned on and the spawn point turned on. So I don't know what all is actually in the places that I go to, but we made a nice loop. A nice little hole down there too. Okay. Alright, horse. Thank you for your patronage. I am going to let you go. Oop, wrong button. There we go. I am, however, going to get that copper that I saw over here somewhere. It was... Knew I should have gotten off the horse then. Because it wasn't this hole. No, because we went around that way. So... I thought it wasn't that hole, but it might have been. Okay. Well, there's copper right there. Oh, you know what? No, it wasn't. Nope. Just grab this. Hi, are you gonna make it? Almost. Alright. Nope. Okay, anyway... Was that it? No. Nope. Oh. It doesn't matter. We'll get more as that area up there gets cleared out. Okay, that's just stone. I hate areas like this. Oh, that is good enough for me. Oh yeah. There you are. Oh, and I did update the About section on Twitch. And I have a little blurb about the story that is going on for this world right now, which I'm not in the Swamp Witch area, but it does all kind of coincide with each other. Every story that's going to happen in here is connected. But I just wrote a quick little blurb on it. But I have been thinking about the Swamp Witch story, and every time I do, I change a little bit of it each time. And I pretty much started all over from square one a little bit ago. And yeah, I need to start over again. Like, everything is still about the same. It's not going to be too many changes from whatever else was going on with it. But a part of me... Hang on, my brain cannot focus. There we go. But anyway, so like, a part of me was thinking about getting the capital going and having some of the story being told from there as well, because there is a big chunk of it on why the main character ends up in the village and communicating with the Swamp Witch in that village. But it would take a very long time to get the castle made and all that stuff and do the village all at the same time. So I'm pretty much going to have that bit basically cut out for now, and eventually I will redo the story to show some of the background of the character interactions that happen here at the castle that leads to the trip to the Swamp Witch. It's difficult to talk about without giving away all of the information for it, but I mean, by the time the story comes out, people will probably forget about it, so spoilers, I guess. Sip of my soda real quick. Anyway, get stuck in the crevice again? Okay. But yeah, so the main character that ends up going to the village is a friend of the Swamp Witches. And he overhears a conversation that is basically putting the Swamp Witch in danger. So he's traveling faster than the military can to get to her to warn her about it. And either help her move or help her stay and defend her home. It's kind of one or the other. I don't know how good I would be at animating action, so it's probably going to end up being moving just because that's going to be easier for me. But a part of it involves the village folks too that live out there, and their whole myth about her being some evil swamp witch, bog hag sort of thing, which she is not. She is just making sure people don't go into the swamp where it's really dangerous and end up getting hurt and die and stuff like that. So she has this whole persona that she is evil, when it's really just, it's easier to pretend to be evil to keep people out than it is to be nice and warn people, because nobody listens. And she's learned that over the hundreds of years that she's been alive. And yeah. So that leads to one of the villagers that will be a supporting character that she knew or had a hunch that the witch was not a bad person, and that she's just out there kind of doing her own thing. She didn't know reasons or anything like that, but she just has this hunch that she's not a bad person. Uh-huh. Okay. So she ends up talking to the friend of the witch, and they figure out a plan for everything that's going down, and then they meet up with the witch. So she ends up coming into town towards the end. Oop. Sorry, my brain is like incapable of multitasking today. There we go. But yeah, the gist of the story is just bad guy's not a bad guy. Main character overhears conversation and goes out to help. Oh, that ravine is going to be fun to cover up. Why do I always want to build in jungles? Jungles are the holiest of places. Like, there's always just massive pitfalls and things in them. Like, plains are nice to build on. They're pretty flat. You fill out some of the holes that they have and some of the lava, but jungles just have that nice vibrant color. And I don't think this is a lightning storm, so we should be good to work through it. Okay. And story aside, I have been debating either doing a PNG tuber sort of thing or just leaving things as is for now. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I typically don't drink sodas, and they make me burpy. So I apologize if I end up burping into the microphone. But anyway, my other thought was just when I do get this room set up the way I want it, which will take a while to do because there's a lot that needs to be done in this room to get it set up. And to make it not also be a guest room because this house only has 2 rooms, we've got to convert a trailer that we have outside that cannot be trailered anymore because its frame is not safe to haul. But we're going to convert that into a little guest house sort of thing, which is also going to take a while because that trailer is from the 70s and needs a lot of upgrades. But anyway, once I get this studio room set up the way I want it, I do plan on potentially getting a webcam. And going that route. Everybody can see my very awkward facial expressions whenever I fail at a jump or fall or get lost, which is quite frequent. I thought about doing the PNG tuber thing too. It's just, it's difficult for me to find an art style that I want for myself without actually doing it myself, because I don't have the energy to do that. Not with all of the other projects I'm doing at the same time. Yeah, I was looking around at different PNG tuber commissioners that'll make it, and or artists, I should say. And pretty much all of them have the anime style, or I don't know what to call that style, that I see in a lot of American comics. I don't know what style it's called, but it's kind of cartoony. And I tend to prefer realism. Like, I like the anime style. I am not good at drawing it, so I respect people that can draw anime. Like, that is cool. I'm just not good at it. Either way, I do need to make a reference sheet for my character, which is it this button? Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't really see her without, or with armor, but yeah, so basically I have to draw that. Which isn't going to be too difficult to do. I could also just get the outfit, take a picture, and then... or take a picture of me in it, and then send it to somebody to commission them for it, but that involves getting the outfit. And if I do get the outfit, I'm going to want it to be decent-ish quality, so that means that the leather harness that my character wears would be actual leather. I know, puppers. And now, the rain should go away. Alright. My nose is clogged up again. I don't even have allergies. I think it's just dry. Don't forget to look down, everybody. Alright. That was fun. Do I have feather falling? Yes, I do. Thank goodness. I need to get more feather falling on that. Because I am going to fall a lot. not gonna get that apple. I don't care enough. But I will go around here and get these trees. Now, I suppose I don't need to get all of these trees because I don't know how much leveling I'm gonna do up here. I don't know if I'm gonna take it down to this level. Oh, goodness. Okay, or I could just take it down a few levels from up there. So have it all be maybe here or here. Let's see. Still a pretty good view. It's still pretty high up. Yeah, it's still a decent height. Okay. Let's just get a little line going. Let's see. Or do I want it up one? This might do. Okay, so we'll say this for now. I think my entire Minecraft experience in this world is just finding hills, leveling them out, and rebuilding them. I think that's a majority of my experience with this Minecraft world. Just take this out as a sort of marker. I'm not gonna do all of this clearing here. What we're going to do in a little bit is head back to the village area. So the main thing that I wanted to do here was just explore around the edges to get that perimeter spawned in and kept nice and safe. No. Would take some of that back to the village, but honestly, I probably will take some of that back. Take those 3 stacks there. And 1 stack of birch. We'll take 2 stacks of birch. Okay. So that will come back with us. Sticks I'll just put there. Oh, I put them back. Okay. It's all back at the village. That's where it is. I'll take the... no, I'll leave that name tag there. I don't think I have punch on my bow. Do I? I know my bow is back at the main village. Oh, and I did, while I don't have a name for the village yet, I did think of a name for the capital here, and that was Eldros. So, I should probably make a sign. And stick. Put that there. Yes, so this place is... Whoa, I can't type. There we go. Alright, so that's the name of this place. Now it's still just a matter of coming up with names for everywhere else and everyone else. I think I am gonna stick with Amora for the Swamp Witch though. Like, I know it's a Pokemon, but I didn't realize at the time when I thought of the name that it was a Pokemon. And so I'm probably just gonna stick with it. And it's fine because that Pokemon is really cute. I like Amora. Cute little fairy dinosaur thing. Almost CP time, and then I'll go run over there, grab my stuff, and then head out to the village that I still don't know what to call it. Oh, and I am slowly catching up on videos on YouTube. I think I have 4 videos left to upload onto YouTube, 4 or 5. So those of you watching this in the future on YouTube, it's already up. Boop. Yeah, I was going to try to edit one of the videos that took me the longest to get onto YouTube because it was the one that I got really motion sick on. And I was hoping to smooth it out for anybody viewing it in the future, but I couldn't figure out how to do anything, so it's just not fun to watch. Bones. Okay, that's all I need. And then I'm still not keeping up with thumbnails at all. I'm just using the auto-generated thumbnails. Oh, I think my boat is actually around that way. Whoops. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna have the port in that section because I don't want the military to be leaving from that area. I want them to be leaving from over here. I think it's this area. It is a lot more open over here, so there would be less terraforming. No, it is not this area. It's over here more. Yes. Through here? I think I just need to widen this a bit. Yep. Alright, and then I am heading north, and I need to go east. So we turn this way. But yeah, that's the way I want it to go for them leaving. Oh, Turstan, you have 10 more minutes, boy. And then you can have your snack. Yep, and there is that shipwreck that we went over, which I don't think I've checked inside of it. I have not. So let's make a little pit stop. And we will take a look at what is inside here. Boop. Okay, oh boy, okay. Is there more to it at all, or no? Oh, gold Nautilus armor. Nice. Empty map and buried treasure map. We'll keep that empty map. We are very southeast. But let's see. that should be north. Yeah, so I would have to go that way to get to it. I have a bet on me. We can take a quick little detour. Yep. More west. And it'll be around that little spot there. Ooh. You see that stuff clipping out of there? Huh. I wonder if a zombie got killed in there. But anyway, I will have to come back with a brush here. Oh, it's in the water. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, and here's more of that spot. Okay. Seaweed, that might be what's there. Anyway. We'll keep that thing so we can try to get a sniffer egg. Because while they're not necessary, it would be nice to have those pitcher plants and the torch flowers for the whatchamacallits, decorations. I need to get more pitcher plants. I have one. And it's produced a few offshoots for me. But I'd like to get more. I just need to get a more humid setup for them, because the one I have, like, it's doing great. And it's doing fine. But I know it could do better. It's just really dry here. I think I actually need to go that way. Yep. Wait. No. I do go that way. Yeah, because it was west. Okay. I am not going the right way. Because I do not recall that ruined portal. I'm gonna loot it still. I will take that and replace that. I will take that too. Oh yeah. Those can both go in there. And actually that can go in there. There we go. I'm going to get murdered by zombies and skeletons in a moment here, I just know it. Okay. Now then. Let's go... around into... Let's see. So... try heading south? That detour got me turned around. Yeah. I think it is this way. Potentially. Let's see. What is that? No, I might not be going the right way. But it's another spot I can potentially get, whatchamacallits from. The Sniffers. So that has a lot of, drowned there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going the right way at all. So, let's get away from the coast to get away from these guys. And I will get... Oh, wait a minute. Is this it? No. Okay. This is why I write down coordinates, because I always get lost, no matter what. Okay. Okay, so... let's check out 300s to 600s. Okay, so this way is going too high. This way is going down, which is perfect. Okay, so yeah, we just needed to head more west. A lot more west. In fact, once we get past that area, I'm going to turn left again to head more south. Eat more popcorn. Oh, no, I don't need to head more south. I just need to head more that way. Ooh, magma block. I really do just need to listen to instinct more. need to go up that way more. And then there will be an area I can turn into, which I think is that spot there. And then I can turn right. Is that another? Yep, it is. Alright. Okay, I think I go in on this side? Or do I go in around? Okay, yeah, I go around this. I don't think I do. I think I'm still lost, but you know. There's Mesa. I think I've gone too far, whatever this direction is, west. Yeah. Oh no, there it is. Okay. I recognize that structure. We're almost there. It only took all night, but we're almost there. There's that big old mangrove forest. Another thing I've been debating on doing to this forest is, or mangrove swamp, I mean, is just putting a bunch of mushrooms in it. Because the whole thing with the witch is she's a mushroom witch. A fungus witch. So, I should put a bunch of mushrooms in there. And I want a lot of them to be glowing mushrooms. So I will need, whatchamacallits. Frog lights, there we go. Alright, so we are here. And I'm gonna do a U-turn here. And park the boat. Boop. Right there. And was that a little baby horse that I saw? And probably despawned. Yeah, I thought I saw a little gray and white spotted horse. You guys could have had friends. Well. Because there's those. But it was that, but in gray. I'm just a little baby. Is that a spider over there? Is that a sheep? Or is it absolutely nothing? Sheep. Okay. Maybe. Or is it a horse? No, I don't know. I parked my boat over there. Let's go see. Is it a sheep, a horse, or a spider? It is a sheep. Yep. Alright. Okay, now then. Yeah. It's the Welcome Home Committee. Well, let's go get our bow. Let's see if I do have punch on it. I'm not sure if I do. I don't have punch on it. I will need to do that. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that's my fortune, and that is silk touch. Oh, hiccup. My goodness. Okay, it's not going to let me do what I want to do with doing that. I'm gonna put the axes together. Saddle. There we go. What all do I have in there? Okay. Let's put you in there. Take these. Turn them into ingots. Okay, that wasn't a lot. That's fine though. Okay. I know I have you elsewhere. You go somewhere else. You can go there. You're gonna be a building block. You're gonna be a building block. And you can just get planted. Alright. We'll plant you somewhere a little bit deeper. Actually, let's do it over here. Do it where I died mysteriously. Boop. There we go. Okay, so this should be the planks and things. Yes. Wait. There we go. That doesn't matter, it's just all gonna get jumbled up anyway. Okay, and then the wood types. Oh, I do have room. Okay. I might not have room for all of you. Yep. That's fine. I'll just put you there, and you can get stripped and put with the rest of them later. Then, other stones. Oop. I have fire charges over here. I think they were in... No? Are they in the house? They're in the house. Yep. Why not? Oh yeah. The whole reason I came over here was because of the guys over there. Which I don't know if they are still over here or not. Oh. Kind of forgot about them. Alright. Other stuff. Other stuff. I guess I didn't put the fire charges in there. Okay, well, you'll go in here. I had these somewhere. I don't remember where I put them, so I'm just gonna put them there. You know what? We're just gonna take that bundle and we can unload it out there. Okay. Nautilus armor shell. That can go there. Stick with the gold. That can all stay there. That should be good enough. We'll just offload that and that and that. Okay. Just because you never know, I'm gonna set my spawn. Let's see if we can see them from up here. I don't think so. Yeah, they may have despawned. It is past my cat snack time, and he is not back in here yet. Okay, well they were over here. Yep, they despawned. Okay. Unless they went somewhere crazy. Yeah, because I was just over here. And they were right there. So I don't know where they went. Anyway, the main thing that I've been procrastinating on is most definitely fixing up the riverbed all along here. That hole can kind of stay as is. I'm not too concerned about it. That's fine. I might block that off. Or mud it up. I don't know. But yeah, all of that out there is going to turn into mud. And that's what I've been procrastinating on. That and actually building the village out here, which I do have. I started a flat world so I can kind of figure out different house styles that I want to do. That way I can kind of have a little bit of an idea of what I'm putting in here, and then I have found some real life inspiration for whatchamacallits, the village. Because I wanted just kind of a closely packed area of houses. And then potentially changing that from, well, it'll make sense to have the market there actually. So I might not move the little stalls here. Because if the port is going to be right here, it makes sense that selling things here is a thing. The only thing I will do though is this is not going to be a thing anymore. That'll be the pathway. So, dock there, and then they can come on up here into the market. Might change it up a little bit. But I think just having a nice open layout like that for such a small village would be fine. There might be a couple more stalls that kind of trickle on into here. Like, I know there's going to be one right there. Which I think was going to be the alchemist. No, I don't think I'm going to have one of those in here. Could just be the herbalist. I don't know. I'll have to go back and see what I said that was going to be, because I can't remember. But I know, like, this was going to be pies, I think. Like, one of these was going to be pies. And then that is probably going to be the fish. And then this is just the blacksmith and armorer. Anything that has to do with metalworking is there. So maybe I'll do leather working at that place. That might actually make more sense, because this village isn't going to be big enough for an alchemist. So, did those ones not grow? I didn't chop these down. They just... What? I didn't do that. I just want to make it clear, I did not do that. And it was weird enough having everything kind of just cut here. Just this straight 2-block wide. Like, I didn't do that. Okay, well, there was a glitch in my world, so... Oh yeah, it's like that on this side, too. Huh. That's weird. I don't know what happened with that. No idea. So what I might do is I'm gonna go grab some of that wool. I'll keep this blue wool, and I will... Oh, but there's blue there. I'll choose a different color. I gotta figure out line of sight for certain areas out here. And there is also going to be... The witch is gonna have her own little kind of rickety dock in there. So I gotta put some more trees in there to block it from view of over here. Anyway. I have brown, but that's not as easy to see. And let's do magenta and pink, but before I do, let's go shear some sheep. My goodness, I struggle every time I say it. Every time. Okay. Magenta, pink. There we go. Let's see which color we're gonna go with. Alright, magenta it is. Okay. I didn't even put my stuff away, but that's okay. Okay, so actually I am going to take the pink as well because I need a marker for the distance. Places that things are going to be out there. My inventory is bugging me because I didn't go drop things off like I was going to. Okay, so Was I going to path it from over there and then like cross there? I might actually need to terraform that hill a bit. Take that down a bit more. Yep. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Clean up inventory and grab my shovel. So I'll get things placed. My shovel is over here. Okay. Copper. Just put you there. Put you there. Actually. There we go. Okay, this egg. Good. Okay. Too many things in my inventory. Oh, perfect. More of those. Okay. Nope. I'll drop here. Yes. Okay. Oh, it's the popcorn maker. I just hear this noise out there. I thought it was my computer fans going into overdrive. Yep, there we go. Door is closed. Okay. Thought process. I had it. Oh, shovel. It's almost nighttime again. Okay. Honestly, yeah, I think this whole thing is gonna go. I don't mind if it's 2 blocks up, that's fine. Now then, sleep. Yum. And it sounds like my boy got his snack, so I don't have to worry about doing that. And get this. Let's go a section at a time. Let's do this. Get everything sectioned off so it's easier for my brain to know what I'm doing. Line of sight is very important. Do it right here. The drum part of this song is just giving off Ape Escape vibes. And it's probably only because we've been listening to the Ape Escape soundtrack at work a lot lately. And I do want to play that game again, so I'll have to do that at some point. But for now, it is Minecraft, and then when the Echo the Dolphin remasters come out, I will probably stream that. I may or may not end up cussing a lot when I play it, though. We'll see. My level of patience has diminished quite a bit. So, see what happens when I play it. I just remember that I tried playing the original again a couple of years back, and I have no idea how I figured stuff out as a kid. Like, I was in elementary school playing Echo the Dolphin on Sega CD. And I have no idea how I did it. But somehow I did. I still have room for dirt. Now, I might end up planning the layout of the village over there off stream. Just because I know it's going to be really tedious and I know I'm not going to really talk a lot while I do it. because my brain can only focus on so many things at a time. Alright. And I'm realizing it's another hill to level and basically remake. And I'm not going to be remaking this hill like I did over there. It's just going to be smoothing that out a little bit. Ah, now my inventory is full. Okay. I don't want to fill that up with dirt. Oh, well, this has a lot of dirt in it, so here we go. Alright. Good enough. Nope, nope, can't sleep yet. Okay, now I... Nope. Now? There we go. Alright. I'm gonna get some coal out of this. That'll be good. I should grab some as well, but that's going to be really green. Armadillo scoop. Did I bring... I do have that. Okay. Take all of that because that's a pretty good vein of it. And I can just fill it in with dirt. Oops. I didn't use the silk touch axe or pickaxe on that. Hello, little armadillo. Yeah, hi. Split this in half. And yes, I did see the stone in the dirt that was still floating back there. But I'll get to it in a little bit. It shouldn't despawn in the time that it takes for me to get this. Yep. There we go. All right. Another chunk, and then I will go back to the other side to see what it looks like and figure out from there where I want the hill to slope down. I'm thinking before I go down there, I'm kind of thinking this whole thing is going to get taken down. go see what it looks like from over there again. And figure out what sort of slope I want to do. And then maybe since I'll be over here, I will grab some moss. Yeah, so do a sharper slope on that area there. Neighbor's dog is barking. Okay. Doesn't sound like the neighbor's dog though. Maybe they have somebody over that has a little dog, because that sounds like a little yappy dog. The smallest dog I've seen in this neighborhood has been a corgi. And that's a different direction. Okay, so let's go ahead. No, things in the swamp come out sooner. So I might have to work before it gets too dark. Boop. There we go. Sorry if I gulp loudly, I'm not used to drinking soda. Or at least I'm not used to drinking soda quietly. I don't know if that's even possible. Oh yeah, duh. I forgot to drop stuff off. Okay, hi. It took me entirely too long to realize what was there. Yeah. Where you at, guy? Oh, you're in there, aren't you? It's a good thing that I do have some defenses there. Yeah. Where you at? Did you go around to the back? Yep, you did. Where are you? Ah, okay. So here we go. Yeah? Hey, bud. Ow. You really gonna pathfind back over there? I can't really shoot you from there. Oh, you made me... There we go. Alright. Now then, this one. Oh boy. Okay. I have too much stuff. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. So much dirt is going in here. Okay. You off. Why not? Actually, I'm gonna put you there. That stone can stay up there. I'll put the cobble there. Okay. Now then. Get this stuff. Put the banner. Little trophy of how many of these I have killed. There we go. Oh yeah, ominous potion. There's not enough room. Yeah, okay. I have enough room in there. Good. Okay. Oh, my shovel. I was not paying attention to that. Okay, let's... I'm not going to be able to do too much of this with the shape that my shovel is in. I needed unbreaking on the shovel. There. Good enough. Okay. And granted, the shovel only has mending on it. I could enchant another shovel, see if I get unbreaking. If I do end up with unbreaking on another shovel, then I can put them together. I might just go do that. to see how that looks from over there. And maybe we'll make a new shovel and hope for unbreaking on that one. Okay. That is better. That's actually pretty good. I might make that a little more steep. But before I do, I think I'm gonna try for another shovel real quick. I didn't grab it. I made it, but I didn't grab it. There we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, I need... Where did I put it? There you are. Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. Oh, that's gonna take all of my levels and then I won't be able to put them together. But I do want efficiency, so let's do that. And I only got efficiency, no unbreaking. Of course. Okay, well, oh no. That didn't take all my levels. Okay. The anvil is in there. I think I put the anvil in here, did I? No, I keep thinking that I did, but I didn't. Over there. I'm pretty sure I made one. Oh, it's just still in the house. Okay. All right. Merge these two shovels together. Let's see. It only costs 5 to do that. And 5 to do that. But let's just do that. There we go. Whoop. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Oh. Let's go make this hill a little steeper. Doesn't matter too much. Now then. Might just keep that there like that. There we go. should be fine, and then I can turn a lot of that into moss. And I know I was using that, but that's fine. That might make it look a little bit sharper. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I want that to be sharper. I mean, it works for what I'm doing, but I think I am gonna make it more steep. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fifth block up on that side, take it tighter. Okay. So 5. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. I'll get some spots that are too tall. I'm gonna get rid of that. There we go. Now, that should look a little better. Yeah, I'm actually going to do this. make it a little more like that. Yeah, we'll see how that looks. Okay. Ooh, and there's dye right there I can take. Yeah, that's better. That's actually a lot better. I might have them over there. So let's dump my inventory again. I don't know if I have room for it. I'm gonna have to make an underground storage. Yep. Well, I'm going to doop, doop, doop. There we go. Good enough. Okay. Now then. Typically I have my pickaxes over here. I don't usually have my spoon there. I'm gonna converge those two too, actually. I'll do that right now. Okay, let's add unbreaking to you. I don't have enough levels for that. Okay. That is fine. Alright then. Then you go there. Boop. Okay. It's a little more organized at least. I have time. Let's go. So I'm thinking meet up here, maybe? Leave that there. Okay. Go to sleep and then I will see how that looks. Okay. Close that door. The path goes up like this. I think it'll be I'm gonna have the path maybe wind over here, so it'll be right here that it is seen. Something like that. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, that works out really well. So the characters will be there. This is where they will be seen through the trees. So now it's just a matter of marking off tree placement. So I need to make sure this line of sight stays open. Little more Oop. No, that's fine. We'll keep you there. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a warped line, but I don't need to be on top of it to do this. Yeah, so the camera will be about here and looking that way. Yep. Okay. So I just need to make sure that any trees that go there kind of wobble either to the right or to the left. To keep that frame open. Okay. So, trees. There's going to be a decent sized tree here. There. This is not going to be where the tree goes. I have stone. Let's go ahead and put that there. There we go. And then tree. 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 I'm gonna have a nice tree behind this area. So maybe I'll get rid of that one. That way I can put a tree that kind of goes up here. Like that. Diagonal tree that comes down like that. Another tree here. They're not too in line. Okay. So this path is going to here. Boop. Are you in line with that one? No, you're not. But you're close to it. What I could do, go over here. There. Yep, and then tree there. Okay, you're not in line with that one, so that works. Okay. And then I can do spindly trees in between, but these are going to be the decent sized trees. And then, of course, some bushes. There we go. Okay, so that's one area of trees, and then this area will be sprinkled with more trees. I need to... I'm gonna grab a couple stacks of dirt and fix this area up a little bit. Oh yeah, I was gonna moss that whole thing too. So much to do. Okay, let's grab all the dirt that was in here. We'll use that. But also that. Okay. Meh, I'll put it there. Why not? Okay. Yeah, I'll do this. So this is going to get covered up. But... Alright. I'm gonna collect all of that sand because I'm gonna put grass here instead. And I need sand anyway for everything else. This way I can make some sandstone. Oop, come on out, blocks. Okay, that worked. Oh, that's... yep. Okay. All right. I don't know why I'm bothering fixing the water as I go when it's just going to be covered up. But hey. All right. There we go. All right. but I can make sure I have everything else. Alright. Ooh. Okay, that should be good. Alright. I need to figure out what I want to do with that little area. That was going to be a hill, but kind of gave up on that. Yeah. Alright, how is that view from here, too? I think I'm gonna need to put some trees there. I did not think about that view. Then again, nobody's gonna be in the hut when it happens, so there we go. Okay. The sand, actually, I'll take that stone. I'll take that. And I will take some of that with me over to the other spot and drop dirt off. Since I have the dedicated dirt chests out here. Goodness, it's so rainbowified out here. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's see if anything else changed with the trees since we were last over here, because it seems to change a little bit every now and then. Okay, stone. Boop. Miscellaneous stone. The iron ore I'm actually gonna put there. Glass gets the sand, dirt. put... there? I'll just do that. Alright. Okay, there we go. I am going to put moss. Get a bit of starter moss and a bit of bone meal. There we go. Oh, that way I know that I am going to bone meal all of the stuff out there. Alright, so next stream, I should be streaming next weekend. We will mossify that, put a tree there if I remember that bit. It's not too important if I don't get a tree over there, but it would be better. And then work on other stuff. But mossify over there, and that should do it. And so, I'm going to call the stream there. I'm gonna hop off because it is dinner time for me. So thank you for joining, thank you for watching, and I will see you most likely next weekend. Alright, bye.